So this week we had Timothy Zahn come out and talk about his character of Thrawn and how they're actually going to bring him into the Ahsoka series, and of course him discussing what they did with his character in Rebels. Now, I say his character because essentially, if you look at the Thrawn trilogy, he did make that character what it was. The crazy thing about Timothy Zahn is that he has portrayed Disney Star Wars just as much, or George Lucas, just as much as everybody else there at Lucasfilm, with his rewrite of the Thrawn trilogy in the Disney era, or in the Disney canon. Now, I hate the fact that a person like this that understands Star Wars, if you read the Heir to the Empire and that trilogy, the Thrawn trilogy, the original Thrawn trilogy, you can see that this guy actually knows Star Wars, right? And he gets it. And he gets the character of Thrawn. But when he's gone in there now and he's changed it so that it can fit in with the Rebels series and all of that sort of thing, it actually breaks my heart that a creator like this that worked under George Lucas and possibly worked with George Lucas to create these characters and move the story forward has gone against what Star Wars is, like I said, and completely dishonored George Lucas in that sense. So, Thrawn creator Timothy Zahn has opened up about the villain's live-action debut in the Ahsoka series. I think everything will be fine as long as Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau remain at the helm. Full quote. Let's just read the full quote really quickly. I'm not going to read the article because there's like no point. Here we go. The danger is that the screenwriters write it badly. He is a tactician, always ahead of his enemies. Dave Filoni showed in Rebels that he understood the character. See, to me, let me just finish. So I think everything will be fine as long as Filoni and Jon Favreau remain at the helm. Well, first of all, we've heard all these rumors about Jon Favreau. Who knows whether or not he's actually going to be there or not? Who knows? And when you actually look into it, Dave Filoni is the sole writer for the Ahsoka series, is my understanding of it. So it's got nothing to do with Jon Favreau. This is all Dave Filoni. But the fact that he even states in there that Dave Filoni showed in Rebels that he understood the character is completely false. Dave Filoni actually made, there were elements of Thrawn in the Rebels series. Don't get me wrong. There were elements of that. How he, is able to view the art of that culture and be able to determine from that art sometimes what their strategy is going to be moving forward, or what their strategy is going to be in a specific battle or something like that. There were elements of that. But he was certainly cucked. He was certainly cucked. And then when you actually read the third novel in the new Thrawn trilogy that actually overlaps with what we see in the Rebels show, it is blatant. It is so obvious that Dave Filoni took that character and essentially Disneyfied the character. That's what he did. To me, Dave Filoni is a hack, right? He always has been, and moving forward, he always will be. Now, people want to argue, but he was under George Lucas. He's the apprentice. He knows what he's talking about. He knows Star Wars better than anyone other than George. Sometimes they don't even say that. He knows Star Wars better than anyone, including George. But the fact that the creator of the character of Thrawn has come out and actually said that Dave Filoni understands the character, and as long as it's Favreau and Filoni that are at the helm of this moving forward, it's going to be all okay. I couldn't disagree more. And the fact that the danger is that the screenwriters write it badly, what haven't they written badly? Think about it. Think about Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, first of all, Obi-Wan Kenobi shouldn't have even been made. And if it was made, it would have probably been a bit of a lackluster, boring story, to be honest with you. There are ways that you could have brought elements of excitement or elements of certain things into it, but you're not going to get what you really want from something like an Obi-Wan Kenobi show. But the fact that they couldn't even write it canonically with what we've seen, with what we've got from Revenge of the Sith to A New Hope and all of that sort of thing and everything in between, what gives you any form of hope that they can actually write this good? The danger is that the screenwriters write it badly. I'm sorry, they haven't even probably written a script and they've already written it badly. The concepts, the ideas that they're coming up with for this, every fucking, this is in regards to the Ahsoka show. Are we going to see fucking dinosaurs in every second episode? Is there going to be stuff that they create just to try and move the plot forward? Yeah, I just don't see how John and Dave are going to do this any justice. They can't even do their own characters any justice. What makes you think that they're going to be able to bring such a unique, deep character like Thrawn to life? I just don't see it. You know who would have been the perfect person to write the scripts for whatever Thrawn's going to be a part of? Would have probably been Timothy Zahn before he fucked his own character in the ass. That would have been the perfect person to write a script about a live action Thrawn in any form. But like I said, he is disloyal to, just like he's as disloyal as Dave Filoni when it comes to all of that stuff. So I don't know what we're going to see when it comes to Thrawn moving forward. But I did find it funny that the creator of the character of Thrawn comes out and actually says, you know, as long as John and Dave are in charge, it's going to be okay. Well, let's see what happens with Jon Favreau. And then is it still going to be okay just being under Dave Filoni?